What's up, Active Lifers? Welcome back to the Active Life Podcast. I'm Dr. Sean Pastuch. I'm your host, and today we're going to talk about the number one thing that I hear from gym owners and even coaches before they decide that they are going to work with Active Life. I'm going to teach you today how to get over that so that if you do find yourself on a call with me or somebody from our team one day, this is not something that you say. Because what I'm about to talk about is a topic that is very easy for you to overcome. And it is, how am I going to make the money to be able to work with you? I don't make enough money now. I need to make more money. That's why I'm thinking about working with Active Life. So I'm going to make more money first, and then I'm going to come and work with you. I'm here to tell you all, that doesn't work. It's the same as a person showing up to you and saying, I'm going to get fitter first, and then I'm going to train with you. You and I both know that that's not effective. But they don't. And every time somebody says that to you and they leave, you think to yourself, they're never coming back. And you're probably right. I think the same thing every time somebody says that to me, so I don't let them off the phone. Here's how you, as a gym owner especially, and also as a coach, can tactically, start making more money right now. I'm going to teach you a very simple process that I've taught to dozens of people in the last 4 months to start making more money so that you can decide if you want to work with us or not, or you can just make some more money servicing people in a way that you're inspired to do it. Here's how it goes. In most of the gyms who come to us, I'm mostly talking about micro gyms right now. The number one thing that I ask is, how much personal training are you doing in your gym? And the answer is very little. Then I'll say, how many people are joining your gym each month? And the average answer is probably 5 people. Whether that's true or not is to be determined, but that's what most people believe to be the case. Great. What are you charging for personal training right now? The average price people tell me is $70. Okay. What are you charging? What are you paying, the coach who delivers that training session? The average answer I get is probably $35. So 50% of the $70 session that's sold gets paid to the coach. When they do the math on how much personal training they're doing in a month, it usually ends up being somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 a month, if not lower. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's how you're going to take that. And you're going to turn that into $3,000 to $4,000 a month. With very little effort, by the way. $3,000 to $4,000 a month with very little effort. Making your members happier, paying your staff more money, putting aside some profit so that you can justify investing it in something that you think is valuable. Whether that's Active Life or something else is up to you. Here's how we do it. First things first, everybody assumes that everybody in their gym knows they can buy personal training anytime they want to. I promise you, that's not true. If you're doing less than $2,000 a month in personal training, most of your members don't know it's an option. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it costs. They don't know why they should buy it. They don't know how to ask about it. And that's part of the reason why they're not buying. The way you're going to approach them is very simple. You're going to roll out personal training as if you've never had it before. Because remember, to them, you haven't. Put it on your whiteboard in the front of the gym. Post it on your blog. Send it out as an email. Every way that you communicate with the membership in your gym, let them know we are proud to announce that we are now offering personal training. The reason why you are offering personal training is because over the last several months, you have worked with a few different people and you've noticed that their results are coming faster than anybody in class. If you have personal training clients, this is true. If you don't have personal training clients, avoid lying to your membership base and instead say, we believe many of you have goals that we can help you achieve faster if we worked with you one-on-one than we can in class. We apologize for never having offered personal training in the past. We are now ready to roll it out in a very effective way. Here's how it works. Every member in the gym gets a complimentary consultation in which we are going to identify what your goals are, what you have tried in the past, what has worked, what has not, why that goal is important to you, and whether it's important enough for you to pursue it through personal training or not, and whether we think we can help you achieve it or not. Included in that consultation will be a basic assessment, if you're comfortable performing one. That assessment can include things like blood pressure, resting heart rate, body weight if they're comfortable getting on a scale, heart rate recovery, base respiration rate. It doesn't need to be fancy. Just some baseline information that you're writing down. Then, a prescription as to what we believe is the appropriate number of personal training sessions for you to enroll in. That goes out to the marketplace and boom, everybody starts buying personal training. Not what happens. Not what happens. It's going to be crickets. That's going to go out to the marketplace and nobody's going to buy. People aren't even going to say anything to you. It's going to be as if you never sent the email, but you did and they read it and they know about it. The next thing that's going to happen is every single class that you have during the day, it goes on the whiteboard. Now offering personal training. The person who is running the class says to the entire group, hey, I've been speaking to many of you about some coaching cues over the last few days, weeks, and months. And I wanted to let you know we are now available to do personal training. So if anybody is interested in moving faster towards your goals, please check in with me after class and let me know that you're interested. And I will set up a free consultation for you to work with me one-on-one to identify if working together long-term makes sense. Then, during class, as coach is working the room, coach's responsibility is to walk up to each person in the class who needs more help than they can provide them in the class reasonably. And you know what I'm talking about. The people who you're like, that's the best we're going to get. I got to go coach somebody else. That person. You're going to say to them, I want to chat with you for a minute after class because I believe I can help you with that if it's important to you. I just need to go coach some other people right now. They'll understand that. And after class, you talk to them about what the consultation would include and find out whether or not it's important to them that they fix the problem that you identified during class. Do you want to stop jumping your feet out really wide? Do you want to stop having your back bother you when you row? Do you want to be able to run without knee pain? Can you do these things? You got to make sure you can do whatever you're promising, but it could be as simple as skill sessions to start. Those you should be confident with. Next, all of your new members joining the gym. They are going to join the gym prescriptively now. I know many of you have an on-ramp, and I know that on-ramp is something that is probably very basic. It's probably learn these skills, and then you can jump into the class. Here's the problem, though. I have kids. I have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. If I tell them, eat your dinner, and then you can have your dessert, they might eat their dinner and then have their dessert. But we just put dessert on a platter. We put it on a pedestal. We said dessert's the important thing. Get through this other crap and you can have the good stuff. What you're doing in your gym is saying, get through this other crap and you can have the good stuff. And then, by the way, you never need to eat the crap again. You can just have dessert for dinner every night. See how that works? You're making dessert, in your case, class, more important than the other stuff. Don't. Believe it or not, 3 out of 10 people walking into your gym are hoping you will sell them something more than your group class. They are hoping you will offer them something more valuable, more premium than what you're offering them. 7 out of 10 are probably coming just for your group class because it's what you're talking about right now. But the other 3 are hoping that you offer them something more. We have a prescriptive on-ramp at Active Life that all of our ProPath gyms use. This is while they're still in the group fitness phase, moving towards the Active Life model. What What the prescriptive on-ramp is meant to do is to say to somebody, hey, we've been around for a while, and based on our experience, your ability to stay healthy and move towards your goals quickly is strongly correlated with the number of personal training sessions that you start with. We've created a questionnaire to identify the number of personal training sessions that you need based on your answers to a variety of questions. Are you ready to answer those questions so we can identify how many personal training sessions you need before we can move you into anything else in the gym? They're like, yeah, it's great. This is really thorough. Then we take them through our questionnaire. And at the end, the average person is buying 8, 12, somewhere in that range, personal training sessions. Much more than the 3 to 5 and much more specific than just everyone needs to go through these. Or you can test out if you've done this before. Yeah, please come and join. And for those of you out there who own a CrossFit gym, you might be thinking a CrossFitter isn't going to want to come and do this. You're wrong. You're wrong. The CrossFitter who you want to be a member of your gym wants to come in and do this because they value coaching, not community, not fun. Coaching. And when you do this for them, they're going to see that as coaching. Now, they're going to come in, they're going to choose the number of personal training sessions that they need based on the questionnaire. It's prescriptive. Remember, so myself, my wife, my sister, my mom, my dad should all get a different number of training sessions perceptively. And those training sessions should all be different material, right? Yeah. We're coaches. We're not just throwing the same solution at everybody, right? Right. So, prescriptive on-ramp. If you'd like, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Dr. Sean, I listened to your podcast. Can I get the on-ramp questionnaire that you use at Active Life? Sure, I'm happy to send it. Otherwise, build your own. But I will send it to any of you who message me asking for it. Any of you. You don't have to pay for it. I will send it to you for free. Gym owner, coach, member of a gym, I don't care what your position is. Ask me at Dr. Sean Pastuch on Instagram, can I get the new member onboarding questionnaire to determine how many on-ramp sessions somebody needs from you? The answer is yes, and I will send it to you direct to your email the same day. That's it. No strings attached. Now what's going to happen is this. Let's pretend on the low side, the average person who joins your gym ends up needing 8 personal training sessions, because we said 8 to 12. Some people end up in 18 to 20, but let's say 8. 5 people join your gym each month. How many personal training sessions is that? 5 times 8, carry the 1, 40. 40 personal training sessions just from your on-ramp alone. Now, if you go into your gym and your coaches start asking those questions to people and you go back to podcast number, I believe, 001, and you ask the 6 questions to identify who wants help, I'll remind you, the 6 questions are, how long is this a problem? How long has this been a problem for? What have you tried? Why hasn't that worked? Is this a priority for you, or is it a whenever it happens kind of thing? If they say it's a priority, the next question is, if I made time, would you like to sit down with me to identify if working together one-on-one could solve this for you? If you ask that to 50 people in your gym a week, you're going to get 5 to 10 who say yes. And of the 5 to 10 who say yes, again, let's go back to that magic number of 8. 4 of them are going to buy personal training sessions. If you do that every week, after 1 month, you should have at least 12 to 16 people buying personal training from you. The average person, our numbers show, we're going to train 1.7 times per week. So now let's take that math. I'm going to pull my little phone out here. We're going to do 14 people times 1.7 is 23.8. So I'm going to take the benefit on this one. We're going to do 24 personal training sessions per week times 4.3 weeks in a month. That's 103 personal training sessions in a month, plus your 40 sessions from on-ramp. And you are at 143 personal training sessions per month in your gym. From the 9 you're doing right now. 143 personal training sessions. Now, what do you price them at? Our pricing formula is everywhere. You can find it anywhere. Send me a DM, again, at Dr. Sean Pastuch, if what I'm about to tell you right now is too hard for you to follow, because I know some people don't like listening to numbers. You'd rather see them. I get it. But here's how you come up with your numbers. Take the median household income where you live. Go on google.com and Google the median household income of my town. Multiply that number by 2. Add 10%. So if the median household income is $50,000, multiply by 2, it's $100,000. Add 10%, it's $110,000. Divide that number by 1,000. It's $110 for a single personal training session. That's your number. Now, here's the next thing. The floor for how low you are going to go on a personal training session for one session is $100. The ceiling for how high you're going to go, unless you're in a major city or you've been offering personal training for a while, is $150. What's going to happen next is you're going to take that first number and you're going to multiply it by 0.85. So if you were $110 for one session, times 0.85 is like $87. That's your 12-pack price. 12 sessions would build $87 each paid up front. If they're buying 8, they're getting them at the 12-pack price. 8 times 87. 24 is going to be 90% of the 12-pack price. So if the 12-pack price is 87, your 24-pack price is going to be right about, what do we say? That would be 79. And your 48-pack price will be 92.5% of that. So let's say 72. Those are now your personal training package sizes. All those packages are paid in full. 1, 12, and 24 packs expire in 3 months. A 48 pack expires in 6. If you do this, if you follow what I'm asking you to do, you're going to add 143 personal training sessions per month to your gym, averaging roughly $82 a month at the numbers I just described. That's over $12,000 a month. Let's say you screw the pooch. You can't get any of that done, but we just get the on-ramp because we have a really hard time selling to our existing members. It's only 40 sessions a month. 40 sessions a month at $82 a session. 40 times 82, $3,280 additional revenue per month. Now, let's say you pay your staff 50% of that. 40 times 82 equals times 0.5. You now have $1,640 of payroll to give to a staff member who you might also have coaching 10 hours of class per week at, let's just say, $30. So they're making $300 per week. 300 times 4.3, $1,290. What was the other number? I don't remember what it was, but add those two numbers together and you're close to $3,000 a month as a base salary. But what if I don't get 5 members at 8 sessions per member? Well, that's on you, gym owner. That's on you. If you can give somebody the salary to coach those 10 classes a week and those 8 personal training sessions for 5 different clients a month, you give them that salary, your entire risk is about $3,000. And your upside is you're not doing any of the work to service those clients and you can go out and ideally get more than 5 of them. And it's how you get your first full-time employee. That's it. There's nothing more to this podcast. This is the number one tactic that I give people who come to me and tell me that they can't afford to work with us and they will sign up when they can. I know they never will if they don't have a tactic to go out and make more money. So I teach them this one. And regularly they will come back and say, hey, I did this. We made enough money and now I want to work with you. Most of the time they don't come back at all and they didn't do it. Good for us. We didn't have to take that client on who was never going to be successful anyway. Take this tactic yourself. Put it to good use. If you want our help with it, shoot me a DM. Get on a call with me. Shoot me a DM. I will get on a call with you and walk you through this. Absolutely free. There's no charge. There's no strings attached. I just want to help you. And if every 10 of you who do this, 2 of you end up signing up with us, outstanding. Have a great day. Turn pro. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Active Fire Podcast. Remember, if you feel inspired by our vision to humanize the healthcare industry, professionalize the fitness industry, and empower individuals to live their lives, to reclaim their physical freedom, to develop careers helping people reclaim their physical freedom. All you need to do is head to activelifeprofessional.com, find the appropriate link that represents you, and get in contact. We'll see you there.